This is a Minecraft village, and this is a Minecraft Pillager Raid. And in today's video, I'll be trying to simulate a Pillager Raid using Lego. But here's the twist. I only have 100 Minecraft days or 33 hours and 20 minutes to create a fully functioning villager society and a full-scale pillager army before I can start the simulation. And I'll be using official Lego Minecraft sets, mock builds, and even some custom minifigures to make this as accurate as possible. But before we can start, you need to subscribe and I gotta break it down. For a villager society, I want to make the best structures that I possibly can. And my favorite version of a Lego Minecraft village is the Plains Biome village from the 1.14 update. The two houses that I decided to make for a village are the Loft House and the Small House number 3 according to the Minecraft wiki. And luckily, Legosimulation allowed me to borrow his designs for my Minecraft society, and you should check him out because he made every single villager house out of Lego. To build these villager houses, we're going to need to use the 500 extra pieces that we got from our Bricklink order because our 10-year-old crafting box is not going to cut it. By the way, how many pieces do I need to order so then they can be organized and packaged individually? Because sorting through these guys absolutely sucked. But after finally getting everything organized, we have every piece that we need to start our custom villager houses. We'll be starting off with the biggest villager house, the Loft House. This house will be the centerpiece and most prominent structure in our villager society, so it needs to look good. For the design, we'll be using some pretty basic bricks for the majority of the build. Pretty average design choices, but I found that they do look the best. And after finishing the base of the house, I can definitely say so. The bottom floor for the Loft House has a super spacious interior that we will be later furnishing just like its in-game counterpart. And I also made some modifications to Legosimulation's design, making the bottom level fully accessible by tiling off this section of the roof. I also didn't love the hinging door or the more block accurate single door, so I created an original design using a 2x4 flat so that the door can look like it's half a pixel out. It does kind of just float there, but if you want more stability so the villagers can't easily kick down the door, you can just pop it onto the studs. The second floor of the Loft House, I didn't experience as much trouble. I just ran into a shortage of tiles when creating the removable roof and had to use these dark brown pieces. Both floors are now finally complete, but our house still has no roof. The original design was 18 studs by 14 studs, and my floor plan used 3 6x10 plates and 2 4x8 plates and 1 2x4 plate. This caused half of the plates to be loose while I was building, but I stabilized the loose plates in a way that would make the roof be super solid. And after breaking everything off with the 2x4s, the roof is almost complete. I didn't like the solid nougat for the roof, so I decided to add some texture with the backside of the nougat 2x1 brick pieces. And now that the sides are looking significantly better, but we are still missing one thing: that smooth tile design. So I got 74 tiles to make Father Cheese proud. And after completing the roof and putting all the sections together, it looks amazing. But the interior is still empty, so we'll be desecrating my many official Lego Minecraft sets for some extra pieces. The bottom floor, I put bookshelves, a chest filled with loot, and a crafting table. And at the top floor, I committed a federal crime, broke into the mushroom house, and took everything and pasted it onto the top floor with the addition of the baby pig painting. Now that the centerpiece is finally complete, we can build the rest of the structures for our villager society. The second villager house is going to be one of the smaller villager homes and will act as a bank for all the villagers' emeralds. Once again, I use more basic bricks for the design for this villager house, as well as implementing my own custom door system. I also created an alternate iron door build for this house specifically so the villagers' emeralds can be safe when the pillagers attack. But continuing with the house, I tiled off the top before attaching the roof, so once again the interior was accessible without having to jam your hands into it. The roof of the smaller villager home, I also continued to use the back of the brick pieces to emulate wooden planks, and after tiling everything off, I think it looks pretty amazing. Now that we have both of our custom villager houses together, we can finally start to complete our villager society. So I bought 2 Lego base plates and implemented our villager houses, but it still looks so empty. So I ran to the store and bought the Lego Minecraft Windmill Farm. I got this set for the agricultural portion of our villager society, and because windmills are awesome. After opening up the box, dumping out all the pieces, and speed building this set so fast my house got fire, we are left with an awesome windmill playset. And the minifigures included are also exactly what we need for our village. The color cheap will add so much vibrance and character to the aesthetics of our village, and the player skin has a super funky cape piece and an awesome expression. And you can also never have too many villagers. The windmill build also looks great beside the villager houses, and even though the play feature defies all Minecraft logic, it is exactly what we need for our villager society. Furthermore, the side build will serve as a worthy sacrifice for the extra piece initiative. But as great as the larger structures look for this village, the surrounding area looks super plain. If I was a pillager, I would find this village too boring to rob and destroy. So I grabbed all the green base plates that I have, tiles, and brown bricks, so then I could give this entire area a facelift. I used all the pieces that I gathered to make it seem like the residential part of the village was a block higher than everything on the left side. Seeing how that made this section look significantly better, I got the idea to use an assortment of 2x1 green plates and brown bricks to create sections of terrain to make the village look more naturally generated. And after adding all the terrain sections to each portion of the village, it definitely leveled this place up. But we're still missing a lot before this can be a complete society. The middle section was still looking super empty, and I remembered that our villagers can't live off only emeralds, so I built a farm in front of the windmill on the agricultural section of our village that includes all the essential foods. I also added in torches and a composter so our farming villager can work overtime all night. No days off, baby. Although the farm was complete, the middle section was looking empty, so I decided to add a community fountain in the middle of the village. This build I'm actually super proud of because it's block accurate and looks really good in the middle of the village. And now that all the important structures and portions of the village are complete, we can add in all the final small details. And I also added in 2 lampposts so that monsters don't spawn in the village at night, and just like that, we have completed our Minecraft Villager Society. Not gonna lie, this whole society turned out significantly better than I thought, and I am super proud of it. But now that our Villager Society is complete, we can finally start building our Pillager army to start the raid. To create this army, we're going to need a bunch of Lego sets to complete our squad of raiders, so I bought 2 Illager battle packs and the brand new Pillager outpost to create a full strike team for each wave of the raid. The brand new Pillager outpost will serve as the base for our raiders, so let's get to army building. Fun fact, the new Pillager outpost includes split up instructions so you can build it with friends, but I don't have any, so I built it alone. The final product for the Pillager outpost is surprisingly good. Although the build isn't one-to-one block accurate and does cut some corners in a few ways, I actually think that LEGO did a really good job with the playset. A full-scale block accurate outpost would have been over 1,000 pieces, and the budget for this video was already so high. So this will have to do for our Pillager base. Furthermore, this set also comes with a Savannah Biome Villager house, and I did consider adding it to our Villager Society, but I really don't like the colors for the Savannah biome, so I elected to pass on implementing it. Although half of the desert outpost is completely useless, it does come with some key components for our army, mainly the Ravager that has a super amazing play feature, a Vindicator, and a Pillager Captain. These 3 will help form the strike team that will need to destroy the Villager Society, but unfortunately, they won't be enough to take out an entire village. So we'll be using 2 Pillager Desert Patrol battle packs to make up for the rest of the army. Both of these sets were super integral for our strike team, like those extra pieces. Without these battle packs, our forces would be too weak to take over an entire village, but by adding all these guys together, we have a total of 3 Pillager Captains, 3 Vindicators, 2 Pillagers, and 1 Ravager. Our army is almost complete, but it feels like something's missing. The Evoker, one of Minecraft's most dangerous and prolific mobs, LEGO still hasn't created after 11 years. And I know I'm not the only one who's upset it didn't come in the Desert Outpost set, but it's okay. We'll make our own custom version of the Evoker. To make this minifigure, we're gonna need to get some supplies before we can start. So I got some black paint, yellow construction paper, and some double-sided tape. That cost $8 from Staples, by the way. These supplies were also used by TJL Bricks, who made his own custom Evoker, but mine's gonna be a little bit different. I'll be using the arms from the Man-Bat minifigure to recreate the Evoker summoning the Vex and the scary ground jaw things, and I'll be using the fake witch to capture its crossed arms look. And yes, I'm gonna do exactly what you think to the Man-Bat arms. Viewer discretion is advised. After cutting off the wings of the arms, there was still some excess plastic, so I needed to sand the crap out of it down, just so then they could be good enough to paint. And now that the arms are looking good, each of the parts is ready to be painted. And now that everything is finished, it just needs to dry, then we can complete the design. For the yellow robe detail, I'll be using construction paper and double-sided tape to create the designs, and then I'll just be sticking them on. I actually think this turns out pretty well, but there's still one small detail that we do need to add for the Evoker. Can't have the Evoker hitting this pose without anything to summon, so we'll be creating the Vex. For the Vex, I use this 2x1 brick with 2 knobs on the sides, 2 stolen hands for my iron golem, 2 1x1 flat plates, and 2 of these crazy clear pieces that I'll be using for the wings, and 2 stone swords to complete the look. Now that our army is finally complete, with every type of raider included, we can finally begin the raid. To start a Pillager raid, first we need to kill a Pillager Captain. Check. Next, we need to walk into a village with bad omen. Check. Now the raid can finally begin. The first wave of raiders planned their arrival, ready to test the strength of the Villager Society. Steve and Alex, spotting the impending danger in the distance, urged the civilians to get into the safety of the loft house. With the raiders quickly approaching, Steve and Alex quickly put up their defenses around the perimeter of the village. As the raiders attempt to get over the fence, Steve and Alex swiftly begin their assault on the Pillager strike team, and the first wave is easily defeated. Back at the Pillager outpost, the second strike team is formed to bypass the villagers' defenses with the aid of multiple Vindicators. Back at the village, Steve and Alex anticipate a stronger attack and gear up with diamond armor and build an iron golem to aid with the impending danger. The second wave quickly begins as the Vindicators break through the fence and the Pillagers enter the village. A chaotic battle breaks out in the heart of the village, but luckily with the strength of the iron golem, the upgraded armor, the villager society is protected for the time being. Nightfall quickly ensues, and now our heroes must deal with the dangers of the night and the most powerful wave of raiders yet. The Pillager army, tired of being defeated, utilizes the chaos of the night to finally eliminate the society and take all of the emeralds. Unprepared for the impending assault, Steve, Alex, and the Iron Golem are quickly overwhelmed, and the power of the Evoker, the Ravager, proved to be too much for them to handle, and